Hello, friends. Here is a story for you about loss. As Robert entered his 70s, life had become a series of changes he never expected. The bustling days of his youth had given way to quieter mornings, and the world around him seemed to move faster than ever before. He had always been proud of his strength and independence, but now small losses crept in. A little more time needed to get out of bed in the morning, the occasional forgetfulness, and most profoundly, the loss of his beloved wife, Margaret, who had passed away a year ago. For a while, Robert felt like he was living in a fog. The house, once filled with laughter and the warmth of companionship, felt empty now. He missed her smile, her voice, the way she'd remind him to take his medication. He wondered how people were able to continue after such loss, how they found a way to keep going. One afternoon, sitting in his favorite chair by the window, Robert thought about the changes he'd faced over the years. There had been moments of hardship, like when he lost his job years ago, or when health issues had started to surface. Yet each time he had managed to find his way, often with a little help from others. But this loss, this emptiness, felt different. Then something remarkable began to happen. As the seasons changed outside his window, Robert noticed the shifts inside him as well. He started reaching out to his children and friends more, embracing the connections that had always been there, but perhaps taken for granted in the busy days of his earlier years. His daughter, Anne, invited him over for Sunday dinners, and his old friend Paul suggested they start walking together in the mornings, a way to stay active and share stories of their past. Over time, Robert realized that loss wasn't something to conquer. It was something to honor. Margaret's memory became a guiding light, reminding him to cherish the people around him and live each day with intention. There were moments when grief still surfaced, of course, but rather than push it away, Robert learned to embrace it. The tears came less frequently, but when they did, they were a part of the process, not a sign of weakness. He also started volunteering at the local senior center, where he met others who had experienced similar losses and challenges. Talking with them gave him a new sense of purpose. Robert discovered that embracing change didn't mean letting go of who he was. It meant accepting that every stage of life, including the golden years, had its own wisdom and gifts to offer. As the year came to a close, Robert sat once again by the window. The seasons had changed, and so had he. Life had in many ways become simpler, yet in its simplicity it felt fuller. He had learned that even in the face of loss, there was space for new beginnings. The future, while uncertain, held promises of deeper connections, quieter joys, and the peace that comes from accepting change.